Hello everyone, welcome to my video on an important Python Tkinter project. In this video, we will write a program for student record management system in Python Tkinter with MySQL database to handle our data. So first of all, you have to install MySQL. So I have installed and now I will open MySQL workbench to create database, table and columns. So here you have to search MySQL workbench and then you have to open it, and after a small while then it will be opened. Then we will create new database or we can connect with existing database. So here we have to click this local instance MySQL, and after a small while you have to enter password here. So this is the same password that was entered while it was installing. Okay, so here I have to enter my password and you will add your own password. And next, this is our user interface where we can create our database. So here if you have to create new database, then you will type query create database. This is the keyword, and then you can set any name for your database. For example, I can set student. Okay, then I will click this execute button, and in this result database with name student will be created. Okay, if you have already created database, then you can connect with that existing database. So you have to click this database button and then you have to choose this first option, connect to database. Okay, so now here you have to enter name of your existing database, and name of my database is a rec, and we will read it as a record, and then I will click OK, and now I have connected with my record database. So now I have to create a table inside this database. Okay, so you can execute this query create table. Okay, and now you can set any name for your table. So I will set student. So this is name of my table. Okay, student, and then I have to create some columns inside my student table. So first is roll number. Okay, so here I will create column with name roll number with type int. You can set it varchar for string. Okay, so this is integer type, and I will set size of this column or value of column that should 5. Okay, and next I have to create a column to save name. So name of this column is name and its type should varchar. Okay, I mean this will contain string value. So now I have to define size. I will set 15. So next here I have to set a subject. Okay, so I will create a column with name sub, and its type is also varchar. Okay, so varchar is its type and its size should 15. Okay, you can set according to your need or requirement. And next, so this was roll number, name, subject, and here I should set a column for further name. Okay, so f name. Okay, f name, and its type should varchar. Okay, and its size I will set 15. Now this is subject, and also you can create a column for students CGPA or grade. Okay, so here I will set for grade, and here I will set size, so I will set 5, but still I have to define its type, so I will define varchar. Okay, so it is string type and its size is 5, so I can add CGPA and also I can add grade. Okay, now I have to execute this query. If this is a single query, then no need to select it. Otherwise, if you have more than one queries, then you have to select the query that should be executed. Okay, so here I will execute this query, and now our table is created with columns roll number, name, father name, subject, and grade. So now we have successfully created our table with name student. Okay. So now we have to start our Python Tkinter code. So first of all, you have to create a folder with any name and anywhere inside your system. So here I have to search my folder. I have already a folder. So here I will open, and then it exists in new volume E. So I will open new volume E, and then this is my folder with name Python projects. I will open it, and these are my existing Python files in this folder, but ignore them. I have to create new file. So first of all, I will open VS Code, and we will use VS Code as a code editor. So here in the address bar I have clicked, and now I will open command prompt with command line CMD, and after typing CMD I will press enter, and now I will enter command line to open VS Code, and command line is code space dot, and then again I will press enter key, and in the result we can see this is our uh, VS Code. This is existing file. I will close this and also this terminal. Okay. So now I have to create a new file in this VS Code. Okay. So here click on this Explorer. So these are our existing files, but you have to ignore them. We have to create new file. Okay. So click here on this option new file, and now you can give any name to your file. I will enter student. Okay, and then I have to add extension, that is .py. Now here you can see icon is also inserted here. Okay, now I will press enter key, and you can see this is my file student.py. Okay, so I will hide these files, and now here I have to start my Python code. So first of all, I have to define a class with class keyword. Okay, and I can set any name for my class. I will use std, and I will read it as student. Okay, and then here use a colon. Next, I have to define a constructor for my class. Okay, so here using def keyword, I will define constructor double underscore initiate or init, and again double underscore, and then parenthesis. Okay, and here I have to pass two arguments. One is self. This is necessary. You have must to add this argument, and second is root. So this is also necessary, but you can use any name instead of root. But we use root commonly, so I will use this root here. Okay. So now I have to initialize this root, and this will be used as a object for our main class main window. Okay. So here I have to initialize this self dot root, and I will initialize with root. Okay. So now I have initialized it. Now I have to create a main class, sorry, main window, and then a object for our class. Okay. So I will go next, and here first I have to create main window. Okay. So here I will use root, and then here I have to access main window from Tkinter. But for this I have to import Tkinter first. Okay. So here I will import Tkinter. Okay. Import Tkinter as tk. Okay, here I will use as tk. So tk is alias for Tkinter, and we will use it as an object. Okay, and we will access all widgets of our Tkinter by using this tk and dot operator. So here I have to access main window from Tkinter. So here I have to use tk. Okay, so this is the same alias, and now I have to access tk. This tk is with uh, uppercase T. Okay, and now here I have accessed this TK, that is in fact our main window, and now I have to create object for our class. So here this is object, you can use any other name for object, and now here I have to use name of class, that is student. Okay, and here I will pass root as an argument, and next here I have to access main loop. Okay, so here root I have to access it from Python. Okay, root dot main loop. Why we are using this main loop? This main loop is used to handle all events in our project, and it is also used to execute our project. Okay, so next I have to set a title for my project. So here I will use self.root, and now I have to access title method. Okay, title, and now we can set any title for our main window. Okay, so I will set title student record. Okay, student record. So this is our title. Now I will save it, and then I will execute it to show you output. So after a small while we will able to see our output, and this is our output, and in the result this is our main window, and here you can see this is our title. Okay, student record, and this is our main window, but its size is very small. I have to create it according to size of our device screen. Okay, and I will close it, and now I have to retrieve width and height of our screen. Then we will set size of this main window according to that width and height. Okay, so here first I will declare a global variable. Okay, to declare global variable we have to use self dot with variable name. Okay, and now this is our variable name. If you will remove this self dot from here, then this width is a local variable, but I have to declare it globally because I have to use it inside multiple functions. Okay, so this is self dot with global variable, and now we have to get width of our screen. Okay, for this I will use self dot root dot I have to access winfo method. Okay, this method returns us information of any widget. Okay, now I have to define the name of widget. So here I will use underscore, and then the name of widget is screen width. Okay, because we have to get width of our screen, so this winfo method will return us width of our screen, and then we will save this value in our width global variable. Okay, so in the same way I have to get height. So here I will use self dot height. Now this is our global variable, and here I will use self dot root dot winfo, and now I have to get screen height. Okay, screen height. So now this is screen height, and I have to set size of main window according to this width and height. Okay, so for this I have to access geometry method. Okay, self dot root dot geometry. Okay, geometry. So by using this method we can set size, I mean height and width of our main window. Okay, so inside this geometry method I will use a formatting string. This formatting string can carry the variable value and string value. Okay, so here I have to use width. Okay, because first I have to use width, and if I have to use a variable value, then I have to use pair of curly braces. So here I will call variable that is self dot width. Okay, and now I have to use multiply sign, and then again I will use this pair of curly braces for second variable value. So that is self dot height. Okay, so now this is a height, this is our width, and then I have to define row number and column number. I have to set first column number, row number, sorry, this is row number, and then first column number. So plus 0, add plus 0. Okay, now I will save it, and then I will execute it to show you new uh, width and height of our main window. So this is new size. Okay, so this is according to height and width of our main device screen. Okay, so I will close this, and now I have to set a label for a title. Okay, so here I will set title. This is our object, and now I have to access label widget from Tkinter to set a label inside our main window. Okay, so I can access it by using tk dot, because I have to retrieve this widget from Tkinter, so I have to use this tk and dot operator. Okay, so here I have to define the name of widget that will be retrieved from Tkinter, that is label. Okay, and this is the widget, and now I have to define specifications of this label, and then we have to define that where we have to create this label. Okay, so I have to create it in our main window or root window. Okay, so for our main window, this self dot root is our object. Okay, so we will create it inside our root or main window, and then I have to set a text value for our label. So here I will use text property, and then I will assign value student record management system. Okay, so this is our title for this project. Okay, and next, here I can set a border size, border style, and different colors, background colors, so I can use them. So first I have to create a border. So here I will use BD or border property. You can use one of these given options. Okay, so I will choose BD because this is short. You can also use border. Okay, so I have to define size of our border of this label. So I will set 4. Okay, then I have to set a style for our border. So I have to use relief property, then I will enter any value. So these are 6 values provided by Tkinter. So I can choose one of these given options. So I will choose raised or group. I think raised is better option. Okay, so now here I will use comma, and then I have to set a background color for our label. So here I can use BG or background. Okay, you can use any one of these given options. I am choosing this first one, that is BG. Okay, and now I have to enter a color value for this property, and I can add any static value like sky blue, brown, and light green. So I will choose light green. Okay, so this is our background color, and now I have to set font style, font size, font value. For this I will use font property. Okay, and now I have to pass values. So if you have to pass more than one value for the same property or for a single property, then you will use tuple. Okay, so here I am using tuple because I have to pass more than one value. Okay, so here I have to pass first value, that is font family. So here you can use any, for example Arial, so New Roman. Okay, and I will choose elephant. Okay, elephant, and then I have to set a size. So I will set size 50, and then I can set a style. So I will choose bold. You can use italic and other. Okay, so this is our font property. Okay, so I think this is enough. You can also change foreground color for your font's color. Okay, so here I will use title object, and then I will access pack method. And now what is this pack method? This pack method is used to set a specific position or side of any widget. Okay, we can use 3 methods. First is pack, second is place, and third is grid. But still I am using pack because I have to define a specific side like like bottom and top, right, or left. Okay, so these properties are available in our pack method. Okay, so here I will use side property that is provided by pack method. Okay, so now I can define any side, for example bottom, left, right, but I have to create it in our top. Okay, and now I will save it and then I will execute it to show you output. Okay, so this is student record management system, but I think its size is very large. I should set it some small. Okay, so I will change size. So here I will use 40 instead of 50. Okay, so here I will choose 40. I will save it and then I will execute it once again. And now here you can see student record management system. You can change font family, font color, background color, border style, and extra. Okay, so now here you can notice one thing, that it is not filled horizontally or in x-axis. So we have to fill it in x-axis. So here I will close it, and this pack method also provide us fill property. So I will use fill property and then I will assign value x. Okay, I have to fill it in x axis. Now I will save it once again and then I will execute it. Okay, so now you can see this is filled in x axis or this is filled horizontally, and now this is our title, student record management system. Okay, so now I have to create two frames. First, here for options, if you have to add a student, then you will click option number 1. Otherwise, if you have to remove a student, then you will click option number 2. If you have to update the record of a student, then you will click option number 3. If you have to search a student, then you can click option number 4, and so on. Okay, so here we have to create a frame for options and then a second frame to show all information about a student or multiple students. Okay, so here I will close this and also I will close this. Okay, so now I have to create two frames. So here I have to create first frame, that is our option frame. Okay, option frame, and then here I have to create a frame. So I will set name of this frame OPT frame. Okay, I mean option frame, and now I have to access this frame from Tkinter. So use tk and dot operator and then access frame. Okay, and now I have to create this frame in our main or root window. Okay, self dot root, and then here I have to set border for this frame. So I will choose BD property and I will assign value 5 for border size. And then I will use relief property to set a style for border. So I will use a reddish. Okay. And then I have to set a background color for our frame. Okay. So here I will use BG property and then I can assign any value, like here I have assigned light green. Okay, so if it is difficult to remember name of multiple colors for you, but you want to use multiple colors or hundred and thousands of colors, but you cannot remember their name. So I can share a trick with you, and that is that here I have to define a function of a single line. Okay, so define function with name color. You can use any other name. Okay, for function. Okay, I am using color. So here I have to pass some arguments. First is self, then other is R for red, and G for green, and B for blue. Okay, so here I will use colon and next. This function will return us, okay, a formatting string, and you know that formatting string can carry variable value and string value. So now I have to use hexadecimal colors. So I will use sharp sign and then pair of curly braces, and here I have to use R, okay, for red, and here I have to use 02x, and then here I have to use G for green and 02x, and then once again pair of curly braces and B for blue and then 02x. Okay, so this function will return us this formatting string that in fact carrying hexadecimal colors. Okay, now here I will use to call this function. Okay, so here I will call function self dot color. Okay, so now I have to set a range for these colors. Okay, so you can use any range for different colors, and in the result you can retrieve any color. Okay, so this will, without remembering any color name, only you have to set a value. So what is a range of this value? You can add 0 to 255 for one of color, one of these options. Okay, so for red I can set 230. Okay, this is for red. You can add 0 to 255 any value. Okay, for green I will use 200. Okay, 150. Okay, and for blue I will use 200. Okay, so this is for blue. And now I will go next line. Okay, so here option frame dot place. Now I am using this place method to set its position. Okay, and here I have to use width property. So I am using this place method because this method provides us some unique properties like width and height, and we can set size of our frame according to our requirement. Okay, by using this width and height property. So here I can assign any value for width. For example, I can set 300 for width, and height I can set 400 for height. And then it also provide us x property to set padding in x-axis. Okay, so here I will set 50, and then it also provide us y property to set padding in y-axis. Okay, so I have assigned 100 to y and 50 to x. Okay, so what will happen if I will use 50 for y also? Okay, so I will save it and then I will execute it. Okay, so now here you can see this is our frame. Okay, so here this is padding 50 from here to here, and this is also 50 from here to here to here. So now here I have to increase padding in y-axis. Okay, and also I have to increase width and height of this frame, and also I can change color. Okay, I will change, I will make a change in color of any color. Okay, and then here you will note a change in background color of this frame. So now I have to set width and height of this frame, and then I have to increase padding in y-axis. Okay, so here I will close this, and now I will use 100. Now we will see what will happen. I will execute it, and now here you can see this is in a perfect place, but still I have to increase its height and width. Okay, so you have to set a value according to your requirement. Okay, and also we can use a easy method to set its width and height, that is that we can call our this global variable width and height here. Okay, so I will assign self dot width. Okay, so now this is size of our screen, that is very large for a frame. Okay, because we have to create a small frame, not the full frame according to our screen width. Okay, so here I will divide it by 2 to get half size of this frame. Okay, now this will half of our total width of our screen. Okay, I will save it and then I will execute, and here you can see this is its width. Okay, and now it is half of total width of our screen. I can increase it, and also I can decrease it. Okay, so I will decrease it, I will close it, and also here I will use, I will divide it by 3. Okay, and also here I will call global variable, that is self dot height. Now this is total height. Okay, now I have to subtract some pixels from total height. Okay, you can also divide it, and also you can subtract some value from total value. This was total value, and I have subtract some value from total height, that is 180 pixel. Okay, now we are dividing it by 3. This is the one way to set a size, and this is the another way to set a size. We can increase or decrease some pixel with this total height. Okay, so you can also insert static value like 300, 400, or 500. Okay, now I will save it and then we will execute it to show you output. Okay, now you can see if I will maximize it. Okay, so here you can see this is our frame. Okay, so this is from here to here. This is self dot width divided by 3. Okay, and from here to here, this is our 50 pixel for x-axis. Okay, this is our padding, and this is our padding in y-axis. Okay, so this is frame size, and now I have to create one more frame after this frame. Okay, so I will close this, and also I will close the terminal, and now I have to define another frame. Okay, so here I will comment that this is our detail frame. Okay, so I will comment it detail frame. Okay, I will go to next line, and here I will create a frame. This is detail frame, so that frame. Okay, and then here I will use tk to access this frame from Tkinter. Okay, and now I have to create this frame in our main window. Okay, and now I have to set a border by using bd property. So I will set size 5, and then I will choose relief property to set a style for border. I will choose this fourth option, that is red edge, and then I have to set a background color. Now we will use different color value. Okay, so here I will call the function that is self dot color. Okay, self dot color, and now here I will choose 150 for red. Okay, 230 for green, and here I can choose 120 for blue. Okay, now I have applied new values. So in this result we will see a new background color of this new frame. Okay, so here I have to set its position by using place method option frame dot place, and as you know that it provides us with property. Okay, now I have to call our global variable that contains total width of our screen. Now this is total width, but we have to subtract some value from total width, so I will divide it by 2. Okay, and then I have to choose height property, and here I will call again our self dot height variable that contains total height of our screen, and I have to subtract 180 from total height. Okay, so now this is 180 height, and then I have to set here, sorry, this was detail frame, not option frame. Okay, detail frame, and now here I am using x. Okay, so this is very easy to understand for you that what will we assign to our x property. Okay, so we have to assign such a value that will create a gap according to our previous padding and size of our previous frame. Okay, for example, I will set it 50, and then for y I will set 100. Okay, then what will happen, I will show you. I will save it and then I will execute it. Now you can see this is our new frame, but it is overridden on our option frame. Okay, so we have to assign such a value that can create a gap according to this gap or padding, and then it will create also such a gap that this frame should create after our option frame. Okay, so here I will close this, and now here I will remove this 50 from here. Okay, and now I will define total width of our previous frame, that is option frame. I will copy this. Okay, this is width of that option frame, and I will paste it here. Okay, so now this is one value for padding, that is self dot width divided by 3. For example, total width was 900. Okay, now we have divided by 3. Now this value is 300. Okay, and then we have to add some more pixels. I will add 100. Okay, why is this 100? Because I have to create a padding between these two frames and also for our first frame. Okay, so I will save it and then I will execute it, and then you can see it. Okay, so now this is our padding, that was 100, 50 for from here to here and 50 for from here to here. Okay, and then we have assigned a value that was self dot width divided by 3, that is from here to here. Okay, so this is our second frame. So I should increase some value in this width of this second frame. Okay, so I can add 50 pixel with it. Okay, I will close it, and also I will close it, and here I will increase some value in width. Okay, so I will add 50 or 40. Okay, I will save it and then I will execute it, and now see what will happen. So this is our frame. I can set 50. Okay, 50 will better for its width. Okay, so next what will we have to do? Here we have to provide our options. Okay, first option, second option, third, and so on. So I will increase width of the second frame, and then here I will create options. I will close this, and also I will close this terminal, and here I will increase 50 pixel. Okay, instead of 40. Okay, so now I have to create frame, options in our option frame. Okay, so in fact I have to create some buttons. Okay, so here I will create button. So first button should add student. Okay, this is add button, and I will access from Tkinter by using Tk, and this is our button widget. Okay, so I have to create it in our option frame. So OPT frame, previous we were using root window, but now I have to create this widget in our option frame. Okay, but first I should add, okay, no need for adding any label. So here this is our first button in our option frame, and here I have to set a text value that should add student, okay, or register student. So this is add student. Okay, so this is our title for this button, and then here I can set a border. So I will use bd property and I will assign 3, and then I will set a style for border. So I will choose a raised. Okay, so raised is better for any button. And next, here I have to set, I can set its background color. So here I can set okay. So I will choose bg property, and here I will use light gray. Okay, light gray, and then here this is background color, and then I can set its width by using width property, and I will set its width 20. Okay, then I can set font style. So here I will choose font, and now here I will set uh, family Arial. You can use any other, and then I will set size 15 or 20. Okay, and I will set it bold. Okay, so this is bold. I have to use a comma here. Okay, now this is our button with these specifications, and now here I have to set its position. So add button dot grid. Now I am using our third method, that is grid method. In fact, this is a grid layout, and as you know that we can define rows and columns in grid layout. So here I have to use row property, and I will assign 0 for our first row. Okay, then I have to define column. So I will assign 0 to uh, for this column value. So this is our first column of our first row. Okay, then I have to define padding by using pad x property, and I will use 30 value, and for pad y I will use 30. हाँ जी. Now I will save it, and then I will execute it to show you output. So now this is our button, okay, with background color light gray. Okay, so this is our first button, and then in the same way we have to create some more buttons. Okay, so this was add button. So now I have to add search button. Okay, so I will copy all this code from here, then I will paste it in next line. Okay, so I will paste it here. Now I have to change name of button, that was add, now search button. Okay, so this is also search button, search button. Now I have to update it. Okay, search button, it will be created in our option frame, and other specification will remain same, but only I have to update this text value from here. Okay, previous was add, and this is search student. Okay, search student. So this is our new button, and it will be created in our second row. Okay, so here I will assign one to row property. So now I will save it, and then I will show you it in output. So this is our second button. Okay, so in the same way I have to create some more buttons. So I will paste it one more time. Okay, I will paste it, and now I will update it. So now this is our update button. Okay, update button, and this is also our update button. Okay, update button, and I will change here text value. So this will update a record. Okay, update record, and now I have to create it in our third row. Okay, so now I will paste it one more time. So now this should remove, okay, or show all. Okay, so this should show all. So show or all button, and this is also all button. Okay, all button, and then I have to change text value from here. This is show all. Okay, show all, and then I have to create it in our fourth row, and then I have to add one more button, that is delete. Okay, so in fact this is a CRUD operation. Okay, so now here I have to change text value from here, and now we will delete a record of this student. Okay, delete or remove student. Okay, remove student, and here I will change the name. Okay, del button, and this is also del button. Okay, del button. So now we have created these buttons. I will save it, and then I will execute it. So now what will happen in the output? So now here you can see these are our buttons. Remove button, but where is our first button? Okay, add button. So here I have to change, okay, row number. So here this is our fifth row. Okay, so now I will save it once again, and now I will execute it. So here you can see these are our buttons, but I have to decrease their paddings in y axis. Oh, sorry, I have to close this, and then I will close this. Okay, so now I will select all values. Okay, where property is pad y. Okay, so I will select this. Okay, and now I will press Control plus Shift plus L. Okay, now all pad y where value is 30 is selected. Okay, so now I can change its value. Sorry, pad y. Okay, and then value should 25. Now I will save it and then I will execute it once again, and now this is perfect. Okay, now all options are successfully adjusted. So this is add button option, add student, and this is for search student, update record, show all, and remove student. Okay, so now here we have to provide options. For example, if we have to search a student, then here we will select roll number or subject or name. Okay, and then we will enter value. For example, if we select option name, then we will enter name. Okay, and then we will click here OK button. Okay, so in this way we will able to search student. Okay, now here we have to print detail of a student or of all students. Okay, so here first we will set a title, then here we will create a table or tree view widget. Okay, that will carry information of students. So I will close this and also I will close this. Okay, so now we have to work inside our detail frame. So I will go next. Okay, and here I have to create first label. Okay, I will set label lbl, and then I will access label from Tkinter, and then I have to create it inside our main window. Okay, and then here I have to set its text value by using text property, and now I will set student detail. Okay, or record details. Okay, record details. So now next I have to set font. Okay, and here I have to define its family, that is Arial. You can choose different, and now I have to set its size 30, and then I will set it bold. Okay, and here I have to set its background color. So I will use the same background color, that is background color of our detail frame. So here I will copy all this statement from here. Okay, and then I will paste it right here. Okay, and next I have to set its position. So here use label dot grid or pack. I will use pack method because I have to set its side, and side should top. Okay, and then I will fill it in the y-axis, sorry, x-axis. Okay, fill in x-axis, and now okay, I think this is enough. Okay, so here I can change its foreground color or font color, but I think by default is black, and black is perfect. Okay, I will execute it. Okay, what is this? Okay, sorry, I have to create it in our detail frame, but accidentally I have created it in uh, main window. Okay, so I have to create it in our uh, detail frame. Okay, so here I have to define frame. Okay, that is detail frame. So define here detail frame. Now I will save it and then I will execute. So now here you can see this is record details. Okay, so here we can show all details of student records. Okay, and then here we have to create one more frame. Okay, that will contain a table. Okay, so now I will close this, and also I will close this, and then here I have to define a function. Okay, when we call that function, then our table and scroll bar and other thing will appear. Okay, so here I have to define using def keyword, and then this should tab function because it will carry a table. Okay, so that is tab function, and here I have to pass self as an argument. Okay, so now I have to create a frame for a table. So this is our tab frame. Okay, tab frame, and I have to create it or access it by using tk. Okay, now this is frame, and then I have to create it inside our detail frame. Okay, so this is our detail frame. So use here detail frame, but it is an error because this detail frame object is a local object. That's why we cannot use it inside any other function. Okay, so first you have to make it global to use it inside this function. So I will select this detail frame, and then I will press Control Shift plus L. Okay, and then I have to use self dot with it. Okay, now this is global and error is removed from here. And then here I have to use borders. Okay, so border I will set 4, and then I will choose a relief property to set border style, and here I will use send king. Okay, and then I will use comma. Okay, and I can set also a background color by using bg property, and now I will set a static value, that is cyan. Okay, now I have to set its size, width and height. So here I will use tab frame dot place. Okay, so here I have to define width. Okay, and then I have to set value for width. Okay, so first I have to get width of our detail frame. So this is width of our detail frame. I will copy it, and then I will paste it right here. Okay, so now this is self dot width divided by 2. So this is half and plus 50. So now I should decrease this 50 from here. Okay, so now this is its width, and now I have to define its height. Okay, height, and now I have to use total height. So total height of our detail frame is here. I will copy this. Okay, and now I will paste it here. Okay, so now this is total height. Okay, self dot height, and then we are decreasing 180 from total height. Now I will decrease some more pixels from total height. Okay, for example I can decrease 280. Okay, and then I have to set padding by using x. Okay, and here I will use 22 for x-axis, or 23. Okay, and then I can set here 25 because this is half. Okay, but I am setting 23 because it contains also border of 4 pixel. Okay, that's why I am using here 23, and then here I am using y, and then I will assign uh, 70 or 80 to y. Okay, so now I will save it, but first I will call this function here. Then we will able to see our this tab frame. Okay, so here I will call self dot tab function. Okay, so now I will save it, and then I will execute it. Okay, so here this is our tab frame. So this is our padding. Okay, 23. So this is our padding. Okay, 80. I think I should decrease this padding. I should set 70 or 75. Okay, so I will change, and here I will set 20, sorry, 70. Okay, 70. Now I will save it, and then again I will execute the project. Now it is perfect. Okay, so now this is our tab frame that will carry our table. So here I have to create scroll bars. First scroll bar in the bottom, and then a scroll bar in this right side. Okay, this will move our column, and this will move our rows. Okay, so I have to create these two scroll bars. I will close this, and I will go to next line, and here I have to create our bottom scroll bar, that is X scroll. You can use different name. Okay, and now I have to retrieve this scroll bar from Tkinter. So here I have to use tk dot scroll bar, and then here I have to use the name of frame where I have to create it, that is tab frame. Okay, and then I have to use orient property to set its layout, and I have to set it in x-axis or horizontal. Okay, and then I have to set its side. So I will use pack method because pack method provide us a side property. Okay, so x scroll dot pack, and here I will use side property, and now I will choose bottom. Okay, and then I will fill it in x axis. Okay, so this is our first scroll bar, and now I have to create a scroll bar in right side. This was in bottom, now for uh, right side. Okay, y scroll, and then sorry, and tk dot scroll bar, sorry, scroll, sorry, what is this? Okay, scroll bar, and now I have to create inside tab frame, and orient I have to set it in vertical. Okay, and next I have to use pack method. Okay, y scroll dot pack, and here I will use side property, and now I have to create it in right side. Okay, and then I have to fill it in y axis. Okay, so I have to create it in y-axis. I will save it, and then I will execute it to show you output. And now you can see this is our scroll bar, X scroll bar, that is in bottom, and this is our Y scroll bar, that is in right side. This is from left to right, and this is from top to bottom. Okay, so these are our two scroll bars, and now I have to create our table or tree view widget. Okay, so I will close this and also this, and next here I have to uh, define a object for our tree view or table. So here self dot, this should global because we have to use it inside different functions. Okay, so self dot table, this is object name. You can use any other name, for example self dot tab, a b c, anything. Okay, so now I have to access it using ttk. Now I have to import ttk from Tkinter, then this error will be removed. Okay, so here I have to import from Tkinter, sorry, Tkinter, from Tkinter import. Okay, but we have to import, ttk, and then in the result you can see that our error is removed from here. So I will use dot, and next here I have to access tree view. So in fact name of widget is tree view, that is used as a table. Okay, and now I have to create it inside our tab frame. Okay, and next I have to set these scroll bars with this table. Okay, so here I will use x scroll command, and then I have to set x scroll with it. Okay, x scroll dot set. So in this way we are trying to set size of this scroll bar according to size of our columns in our preview. Okay, and next I have to set second scroll bar, that is y scroll. So here I will choose y scroll command property, and then I will use y scroll. Okay, dot set. Now we are trying to set size of this uh, scroll bar according to our rows. Okay, so we have set it, and next I have to define columns because table contains columns and rows. So here we have to define columns. Okay, so I have to use column property, and now I have to assign more than one values. That's why I am using here tuple. So I will define first column, that is roll number. Okay, I will set only roll. You can use any value. Second should name. Third should f name for father name, and then subject. Okay, and then grade. Okay, grade or CGPA, you can use anything. Okay, so roll name, f name. So here you can use any value. Okay, name is not necessary, f name is not necessary. You can use only f or fn. Okay, so no problem, any value can be used. Okay, so here I have defined these columns in our table. Okay, so now I will go next. Okay, and now I have to set its position to. So here I will use self dot table, and now I will use pack method. Okay, because I have to use fill property to fill it in both sides. Okay, and then I will use expand property and I will assign 1 to this property. So now I will save it and then I will execute it. Okay, so now here you can see this is our scroll bar. Its length is increased. It means that its size is decreased. Okay, because its size is according to size of our columns. Okay, so these are our columns, but here you are not able to see any text value because still we have to set heading for these columns. Okay, and then here you cannot see any scroll bar like that because no one row is existing in this table. Okay, that's why this is inactive and this is active. Okay, so here I have to set headings for these. Okay, I will close this and then I will close this. Okay, so now I have to set headings. So I will go next. Okay, inside this table. Okay, and here I will use self dot table. Okay, dot heading because I have to set heading. Okay, so now for first column, that is role. Okay, role, and then I have to use text property to set a text. Okay, so in fact this is a heading for our role column, that is our first column. So here I will use roll underscore number. Okay, I will go next, and here I will use self dot table. Okay, dot heading. I will call this heading method, and then second is name. Okay, so here I will use text property and I will assign value name. Okay, so next here I have to use self dot table. Okay, dot heading. Sorry, heading, and here third is f name. Okay, f name, and here I will set a text for father. Okay, father or father name, and next I have to use once again self dot table dot heading. Okay, and then this is sub. Okay, I mean subject. I will set a text value, that is subject of student. Okay, and last one is grade. Okay, self dot table. So here we can set any value by using heading method. So this is our grade, and here I can set a text. Okay, I can also set a grade. Okay, or CGPA. You can use any option. Okay, now I will save it and then I will execute it to show you output. Okay, so now these are our columns, roll number, name, and I will try to move them, but these are not moving. Okay, it should move when we will move this. Okay, so for this I have to configure it with this table, and then I have to remove this empty column from here. I will close this and also this. Okay, so first of all I have to remove empty column. Okay, self dot table, and now I have to show only heading values. Okay, I will use here square and then show, and I have to show only headings. Okay, and then I have to configure scroll bars with our table. So here I have to configure our xscroll, okay, dot configure, and now here I have to use command property, and now self dot table, okay, dot x view, okay, so it will move in x-axis, then our content of table also will move in x-axis, okay, and now I have to configure our scroll bar, var scroll dot configure, okay, and here I have to use command property, and then self dot table, okay, dot y view, okay, so when we will move our this second scroll bar in y-axis, then our rows will move, okay, so now I will save it and then I will execute it, okay, so now our first column is also removed, that was an empty column, and now what will happen if I try to move them, okay, now they are moving, here you can see that I have moved them successfully, okay, so roll number, name, and father name, and subject and grade. So they are moving when we try to move it. And if we have multiple rows in this table, then our this Y scroll will active, and then we can move them by using this Y scroll. Okay. So this is also completed. Now I have to make these buttons functional, okay, so when we will click this add button, then here a new window will be opened, and then we will insert student name, student father name, roll number, subject, and grade in that frame, and then we will click OK. So in this way our student will be added in our database, okay, so we have to make it functional first, so I will close it and then I will close it also, okay, so here we have to create a frame, so first I have to define a function, okay, so here I will define a function by using def keyword, okay, so here use def, and function name should add frame, okay, add frame, and here I will pass self as a parameter, so this is add frame function, okay, or add function, I think add frame is okay, add frame function, okay, so now we have to create add frame, okay, add frame inside this function, but I think I should use self with it, okay, self dot add frame, this is our object that is global, and now we have to create a frame, okay, dot frame, and then I have to create this frame in our root window, self dot root, and then I have to set its border by using bd property, I will set 5, okay, and then I will use relief property to set a style, I will use a reddish, okay, and then I have to set background color by using bg property, and I will use self dot color function for this, okay, so this is color function, and here I will use 150 for red, okay, and 180 for green, and 230 for blue, okay, so this will frame color, okay, and now I have to use place method, self dot add frame dot place, okay, and now I have to define its width, I will use self dot width, this is our global variable that contains total width of our screen, and I will divide it by 3, okay, and then here I have to use height property, and I will set its height self dot height, this is total height, and then I will decrease some pixels from it, okay, so I will set 200 or 220, okay, and then here I have to use x property for horizontal padding, and here first I will use self dot width, okay, width divided by 2. So this is size of our option frame, okay. So here I will use plus 80, okay, 50 for our first padding before our option frame, and 30 between these two frames, okay. So this is our add frame function. Okay, now I want to show you output, but first I have to use y property, okay, and here I will use 100, okay. So now I have to call this function when add student button will be clicked, okay. So I will search add button, okay, and here I will use command property, and then I will call our function self dot add frame function, okay. So this is add frame function. I will use comma, and now I will save it, and then I will execute it, okay. So now I will click add button, okay. Sorry, here I have to divide it by 2, not by 3, okay. And this is our color, okay. I can change background color also, and I have to change its value for x-axis, okay. I will close this, and also I will close this. Where is our frame? Okay, here. So this is our frame. So this is our width. Okay, here I have to divide it by 3, okay. I was dividing it by 2, but I have to divide by 3, and I can change its background color. I will increase its blue color, okay, or value for blue color. Now I will save it, and then execute it once again. So now I will click add, okay. So here we have to add. Now this is a new background color. So only you have to change value for any color. Okay. Then in the output you will see a new background color. Okay. So now this is our add button. Okay. Add student button, and this frame is opened. And now here we have to insert information of that student. So I will close this, and also this, okay. So I will go next, and here I will create some information, okay. Sorry, some widgets. First is our label for roll number, okay. rn label, and here I have to create label tk dot label, and then I have to create this label inside our add frame self dot add frame, okay. And then here I have to set text value by using text property, and this is roll number, okay, roll number, and then a column, okay. So next, here I have to set its background color. I will use bg property, and I will use the same background color that is used here. I will copy this statement from here, and then I will paste it right here, okay. So now background color is same. Then I have to use font property after comma, okay. And here I have to use Arial for font family, and then I will set 15 size, and then I will set it bold, okay. And now this is enough, okay. And next, here I have to set its position by using grid, okay. Roll number label dot grid, and here I have to use row property, and I will assign 0, and then I have to use column property, and also I will assign 0 because I have to create this label in first column of our first row, okay. And then here I have to set padding. So for this I will use pad x property for horizontal padding, and I will assign value 20, okay. And then for pad y I will use value, this is pad y, and I will use value 30, okay. So now I will save it, and then I will execute it to show you output, okay. So add frame, add button, I will click it. This is roll number, okay. Now here we have to create input field, okay, where we have to insert roll number of a student. I will close this, and also I will close this, okay. So I will go next, and I have to create an input field in the front of this roll number label, okay. So this is roll number. Because we have to get roll number, so I have to declare a object for this, a global object. Okay, self dot, so this will a global variable or object that should roll. Okay, sorry, roll number. Okay, and then we have to create input field, that is entry. Okay, tk dot entry, and we have to create it inside our add frame self. Okay, dot add frame, and then I have to set its width. Okay, I will set 18, and then I will use font property and Arial. Okay, this is font family, and then 15. Okay, and I can set it bold. Okay, bold. So this is our frame with width, and I can also, okay, this is our input field. We can use also border by using bd property, and I will use value 3 for border. Okay, now I have to set its position self dot roll number. Now this is global. Okay, because I have to use it inside any other function. Okay, so roll number dot grid, and I have to create it in first row but in second column. Okay, and then pad x should 10 and pad y should 30. Okay, now I will save it, and then I will execute it, and in the result I will click add student button, and this is our input field. Okay, so here we can use any value. Okay, so in fact we have to enter roll number. So then I have to create some more labels and input fields in the same way. So I will close this, and also I will close the terminal, and next I have to create one more label, that is name label, and then tk dot label. Okay, self dot add frame, or even I can copy all these values from here. Okay, I will copy all these properties along with their values, and after copy I will paste it right here. Okay, so only I have to change text value here. I have to change and I will add name. Okay, or student name. So next here everything will remain same, only I have to change a row number. Okay, name label dot grid. Okay, and row number should second, and column should first. Okay, and pad x 20 and pad y 30. Okay, and then I will create input field self dot name. Okay, and then tk dot entry, and then self, or I can copy values from here. Okay, this is entry widget. I will copy all these properties with their values, and then I will paste them here. Okay, now I have to use grid layout self dot name. Okay, dot grid, and then I have to define row number. So row number will remain second, and then column will also second for input field, and then pad x 10 for input field, and pad y 30. Okay, so this is second, and now I have to create one more, that is father name. Okay, f label, and then I can copy all this from here. Okay, I will copy from here to here. Okay, and then I will paste it here, and then I have to change text value only. Okay, so this is text value. I will set father name. Okay, or f name, and then I will go to next line, and here I will copy all this process from here. Okay, and then I will paste it here. Okay, and then I will paste it. Okay, and now I will go to next line, and then here I have to change name of this object. This is f label, and now it will be created in our third row. Okay, and then I will copy all this code from here. Okay, and then I will paste it here. Okay, and now I will change name of object. This should f name. Okay, f name, and it should also f name. Okay, and it will be created inside our third row. Okay, and in second column of third row, and I can also copy all this code from here, and then I will paste in next line. Okay, and now I have to make some changes. So this is our subject label. Okay, subject, subject, this is also self dot subject. Okay, self dot subject, and this is also self dot subject. Okay, and then here I have to change text value. So here we have to insert subject. Okay, subject of student or only subject. Okay, subject. So other things will remain same, only I have to change row numbers. Okay, so this is fourth row, and this is also our fourth row. Okay, and now I will paste it one more time. So here I will paste it, and now I will change. So this should our, this was f label, and here this should our grade label. Okay, sorry, yes, here grade label or G label, this is also G label. Okay, grade label, and here I have to set name grade, and this is also grade. Okay, grade, and here I have to change text property, sorry, text value for text property, and here I will set grade. Okay, and now only I have to change row number, so I will use 4, and here 4. Now this is our fifth row number. Okay, then I have to create a button. So here I will create button, but first I should increase height of our frame. So here this was height, I will use the same height, 180. Okay, 180. So this is total height. I have increased height of our add frame. Okay, and then here I have to create a button. So I will go here. Okay, and here this will OK button. Okay, OK button or enter button, you can use any name, and then this is tk dot button, and here I have to use self dot add frame function. Sorry, only add frame, because I have to create it inside add frame, and then I have to set text property, and I will assign a text value that should enter. Okay, and then here I will use bd property, and I will assign 3, and I will use relief property, and here I will use relief raised. Okay, and now I will use font property, and here I will use Arial. Okay, then size 20, and I will set it bold, and then I will set width of this button, that should 20. Okay, and now here I will use, okay, this is OK button, and I have to use grid layout. Okay, so OK button dot grid. Okay, and then row number, now this will sixth row. Okay, then column number should first, and pad x 30, and pad y also 30. Okay, now I will save it, and then I will execute it. So now this is our main window, and we will click add button. Okay, so now this is our frame. Okay, but here we have some problems. So first is that our input fields are out of the frame. Okay, and other is that our enter button is also out of the frame. So we have to decrease padding of all these uh, input fields or widgets, and then I have to adjust the input fields in their places. Okay, so but why is this problem? So here you can see this is our enter button, and this is in our first column. So first column now is starting from here to here. Okay, so this is space for our first column because of large size of our enter button. So that's why our second column is started from here. Okay, and this place is out of the frame. So now we can solve this problem by creating this enter button in two columns. Okay, previous we were creating it in single column, but now we will create it in two columns. Then we can adjust all problems. Okay, so I will close it, and also I will close it, and then first I have to decrease padding. So I will select pad Y, okay, where value is 30. Now I will press Ctrl plus Shift plus L, okay, and now I will remove this 30 from here. Okay, so sorry, pad Y, okay, and then I will assign 25, okay, 25. So now this is padding, and then here I have to use column span property to merge two columns. Okay, so I am merging two columns. I will save it, and then I will execute it once again. Okay, and then here I will click add button, and now everything is fine. Okay, so now this button is in two columns, in first and two, because we have merged two columns. Okay, and everything is its place. Okay, so this is our input field, and this is our label and enter button. When we will insert all values in these input fields, then we will click enter button, and in this way, if everything is fine, then this student will be registered in our database. Okay, so when enter button will be clicked, then it will be registered, and also our frame will be destroyed. Okay, so I will close this, and also I will close this. Okay, so now I will go next. Okay, here I have to define another function that should add function. Okay, define add function. So now this is add function. Here I will use self, and then I will go next. Okay, so here first I have to get all these information from this frame, like roll number, name, father name, subject, grade, and extra. Okay, so we have to retrieve all these values. So here I will use I will declare local variables. Okay, first is roll number. I will use rn. Okay, and then here I will get value from input field. So here I have to use self dot roll number. Okay, this is name of our object, and then we have to get information from this input field by using get method. Okay, so now here you have to add this get method with name of this object or variable. Okay, so next in the same way we have to get name. This was roll number, so here you can see this is roll number. Okay, we are retrieving value from this input field. Then we have to retrieve value by using this input field. Okay, so here I will use here self, sorry, only name. This should only name. Okay, and here I will use self dot name dot get. Okay, and next, so here I have to use this should for father name. Okay, f name, and here self dot f name. Okay, dot get, and in the same way I have to retrieve subject. Okay, so this is our subject, and then self dot subject dot get. Okay, and now in the last I have to get grade. Okay, so grade, and then self dot grade dot get. Okay, now we are retrieving all these values from these input fields or entry widgets. Okay, then I have to check condition that all input field were inserted with a value or not. Okay, so here I have to use if condition, and now I have to check that if rn, then okay, I mean that if Rn is initialized, okay, if it is containing any value, then it means that user have inserted any value in our roll number input field, okay, or input field where roll number is object, okay. So roll number and name and fname and subject, okay, subject and grade, okay. So now getting we are checking that all these variables are initialized or not. If all the variables are initialized, then okay, otherwise we will print error message. So here I will use else, and here I have to use message box, but first I have to import message box from Tkinter, okay, from Tkinter import message box, okay, and then here I have to use message box, okay. So here I will use tk dot message box, okay, dot show error, because message box contains some types, okay. So first is show error, second is show information, and third is show warning, okay. Now we have to show error, okay. So now we have to set a title for this message box that this is a error, okay, error. And then here I have to set a string that is a message that this is the problem in your project. So what is problem? Please, okay, fill all input fields, okay. So this message will be printed if user is skipping any one of input field, okay. If everything is fine, then we will go inside this if condition, and as you know that rn roll number was integer type in our database, but here our input field or entry widget returns us value in type string, okay, but its type is integer in database. So now we have to convert it into integer. So here I will use roll, okay, number, or I can say r number, okay, r number, okay. And now I have to call int function, and I will pass rn to int function. Now this int will convert this rn into integer, and then we will assign it to our number, okay. So this rn is containing a roll number with type string, but now we have converted it, and now this r number is containing roll number with type int, okay. So next I will go next, and here I have to insert all these values in our database, but first we have to connect with database. So here I have to define a function for this connection, okay. So here I will define a function, okay, by using def keyword, and I will set name db function, I mean database function. Then I will pass self as a parameter, and next I have to use, but first I have to declare object for our connection. So self dot con is connection, and now I will use py mysql, but here is an error because still I have to import it, okay, import py mysql, okay. But if you are facing any error here, then it means that you have not installed extension, okay. So you have to install an extension. In this way you have to open terminal, okay, then new terminal, and then here you have to execute a command line, okay. So here I will execute command pip install. Okay, and we have to install py mysql. Okay, so when you will press enter key after typing this command line, then your extension will be installed. Okay, and then you will not face any problem. So I will close it, and now here I am not facing any error, and also from here error should remove. Okay, so here you can see our error is removed. Now we have to access connect method. Okay, and here I have to use host. Okay, so by default our host is local host. Okay, so these are some parameters with their values we have to pass. Okay, and next our user, here I have to define user, and by default user is root. Okay, and next is password, so you will insert your own password. Okay, I will insert my password, and then database, so here I will insert database name. So database name was REC, record. Okay, so in this way we will able to connect with database successfully, and then we will access cursor. Okay, I will create object for cursor, self dot cursor, and then I have to access cursor by using connection object, self dot connection dot cursor. Okay, so now we have two objects. First is self dot connection for our connection, and cur for our cursor. Okay, so now here we have to use this, but first I will use try block. Okay, try and accept. So here I will use accept block. So accept exception. So I will recommend you to always use this try and accept block to escape yourself from serious problems. Okay, so accept exceptions as ex or e or ab, you can use anything. Okay, and then here I will use tk dot message box because I have to show a message, error message, and this is show error. Okay, and now I will set a title that should error. Okay, and then I will use formatting string. Previous I was using a simple string, but now I am using formatting string because I have to pass a variable value here. Okay, so here I will use error. You can use also simply this e like that, e. Okay, so this is also a way to define it. Okay, or way to print error, but I will use second one, that is formatting string, and here I will print string that is error. Okay, it will be printed as it is. Okay, and then I will use variable, and that is e. Okay, if we are facing any exception, that should in e, and here we are trying to print that exception by using this message box. Okay, so in this way you can easily understand the exception and you can handle it easily. Otherwise you will in trouble to find error. Okay, so next here I have to call database function, so self.db function. Okay, and now I have to access our cursor. Okay, self.cursor, and then I will call execute method. This execute method is used to execute our queries. Okay, so here I will use query, that is insert query, insert into. Now I have to insert values into our columns, and what are the columns? So here I have to define column name. Okay, first was roll number, second was name, third was f name, and fourth was subject, and last was grade. Okay, these are the same names, those were used in our database. Here you can see roll number, name, f name, subject, and grade. Okay, so I will minimize it, and now here I have to insert values. Okay, so here I will use values keyword, okay, and then sorry, values, and then here I have to use some placeholders, okay. So this is first one, and this is second one, okay, and this is third one, and fourth and last, okay, after comma. So these are our five columns. So here these are also our five placeholders, okay. So now we have to insert actual values instead of this placeholder. So here we have to assign these values, okay, in tuple, because these are more than one values. That's why I am using here a tuple, okay. And then here I will use our first, that is roll number R, okay, and O, roll number, okay, and next is name, and next one is F name, father name, and then subject and grade, okay, grade. So these are our five variables. Those are containing our student information. Okay. So now we have to use commit method. Okay. When we have to make any changes in our database, then we have to use commit method. Self dot connection dot commit. Okay, and then we have to print message that your operation was successful or student is registered successfully, okay. So after commit method, here I will print message by using tk dot message box, okay, message box dot show info, okay. Now we have to show information, and I will set title success, okay. And then here I will use formatting string, and then I will add string that student, okay, student, and here I will add name, okay. So name is in our name variable. So here I have to use variable, okay, name student, and then name, okay, with roll number, okay, roll number. So here we have to use a variable that contains roll number, that is RNO, okay. Roll number is registered successfully, okay, is registered. So this message will be printed, okay. So I think this is enough, okay. And then we have to print this inserted information in our table, okay. So here I have to use self, but first I have to retrieve this information from database, okay. So I will execute one more query, self dot cursor dot execute, okay. And I have to execute query select, okay, all from student table, okay. First we were insert into, okay. Here we have to define name of our table, that is student, okay. Insert into student, and then name of columns, okay. And here select all from student, okay. Where here we have to use where roll number. Now we will search on the basis of roll number. You can also search on the basis of a name, okay. But uh, our roll numbers are unique, that's why I am searching it on the basis of roll number, okay, where roll number is equal placeholder, and I will replace this placeholder with actual value that exists in R and O variable, okay. So we have to select this value, and then we have to get it in a global, sorry, local list, okay. So here I have to retrieve this row from database. So here I have declared a list with name row, okay. Now I will use self dot cursor dot fetch one. I have to fetch only one row, okay. And then I have to insert it in our tree view widget or table, okay. So here I will use self dot table, okay, dot delete. Now I have to delete our previous information, okay. So all the information. So self dot table, okay, self dot table dot get children. Okay, and then we will insert new values or new row in this table. Okay, so self dot table dot insert. Now we have to insert a new row. Okay, and here I will use empty space. Okay, then tk, and it will return us last value in our table. Then we will insert new value after last value. Okay, existing in table. So here I have to use a row. Now we are assigning a row as a new value. Okay, so in this way a new row will be assigned to this table. Okay, so next I have to close the connection with database. Okay, so here I will use self dot connection dot close. Okay, close. So now this is completed. I think this is completed, but still I have to do one more thing, that when we will click enter button and our information will be inserted in our tree view, then we have to destroy our add frame. Okay, so where is our add frame? This is our add frame. We have to destroy it. Okay, so here I can destroy our add frame. For this I will define a function. Okay, so here I will define function by using def keyword, and this is destroy add frame. Okay, destroy add, and here I will pass self as a parameter, and then self dot add function add frame. Okay, dot destroy. So in this way our add frame will be destroyed when we will call this destroy add frame function. Okay, so I will call it when our success message will be printed. Okay, so here I will call this function self dot destroy add. Okay, so we will destroy this frame. So everything is fine. Okay, and also I will destroy when our any exception from database or from Tkinter or Python will be appeared. Okay, then we will again call here self dot destroy add. Okay, so here we are calling this function when we have to destroy the frame. Okay, and now we have to call this add function when our enter button will be clicked. Okay, so here I will use command property. Okay, and then here I have to call self dot add function. Okay, this is our add function, and then here I have to use comma. Now save it, and then I will execute it to show you output. Okay, so here this is our main window, and then we have to add a student. I will click this add student button. Okay, now I have to insert information. So first is roll number. Okay, I will insert 101. Name I will add John. Okay, and father name I will add David, and then here I will add subject English. Okay, and grade I will add grade A. Okay, now I will click enter button, and what will happen? Student John with roll number 101 is registered. Okay, now when I will click OK button, this frame should destroy. Okay, I will click OK, and our frame is destroyed, but I have any problem in our query. What is the query? Unknown column R number in where clause. Okay, I will close this, and also I will close this. So this is any problem. Okay, when we are trying to retrieve data. Okay, sorry, this is a problem. Here I have to use roll number. Okay, now this is perfect. Okay, now this is roll number. Our student is registered, but when we were trying to retrieve data to insert in our tree view, then we were facing this problem, but our student is registered. I will save it, and then I will try to add one more student. Okay, now I will click add button, and here I will insert roll number. Okay, so roll number I will enter 102, and name I will enter here Smith. Okay, and father name I can use any, for example, Peter. Okay, and subject I will enter subject. What will happen if I try to skip this option? Okay, I will add grade B. Now I will click enter key. So please fill all input fields. Okay, because we were missing one input field. Okay, I will click OK. Now here I will insert subject. I will add math. I will click enter. So now student Smith with roll number 102 is registered. I will click OK, and now here this is information of our student. Roll number is 102, name is Smith, father name is Peter, and subject is math, grade is B. Okay, this is information of our student. Okay, so now I have to make functional this button. Okay, this search student button. So when we will try to search a student, then we will click this button. Okay, and we will search on the basis of student name, roll number, or subject. Okay, so I will close this, and also I will close this. Okay, and now here I have to make functional our new frame, sorry, button. So after this function I will define another function. You can define anywhere, but I am defining it here. Okay, before our database function. So def keyword, and then this is our search frame. Here we have to use search frame function. Okay, search frame function. So here we have to create a frame. Okay, so here I will pass self as a parameter, then I will go next. So now I can copy code of this frame from here. Okay, so I will copy this from here. This was code of our add frame. Okay, so I will copy this from here, then I will paste it right here inside our search frame function. I will paste it. Now I have to make some changes. Okay, so first I will decrease height. Okay, so here I will decrease 280 or 300, or even I can use 350. Okay, 350, and then here I have to provide options. Okay, so here I will use it as option label. Okay, this is also option label, OPT label, and now here I have to use uh, sorry, this was option label. Okay, option, and here I have to change this text value. Okay, here I will use select. Okay, select option. Okay, I think select is enough, and then here I should remove this code from here. Okay, so now this is our frame. Okay, only concentrate here. This is our frame. Okay, you can change the name, but you can use it with the same name. Okay, then here this is option label, and this is the same label, only with different text value. Now I have to use combo box. Okay, so here self, okay, dot option, and here I have to use ttk dot combo box. Okay, here I have to use combo box, and then here I have to create this inside our add function frame. Okay, self dot add frame, and then here use comma, and now define width. I will set 17. Okay, and now, or I can use 16. Okay, I think 17 is perfect, and then here I will use this was width, and then here I have to insert values. Okay, by using values property. So now I have to pass more than one values, that's why I am using tuple. Okay, so now first value is roll number. Okay, so roll, sorry, roll number. So now use the same name that was used in database. Okay, this is roll number, and then name. Okay, use here. Second, name, and third was subject. Okay, subject. So this is sub. So this same is in our database. That's why I have to use here the same name. Okay, if you will use different, then it will not search it in database, and in the result you will face an error. Okay, and here I will use font family, sorry, font property, and then I will pass values in tuple. First is Arial font family, and then 15, and then bold. Okay, so these are values in our combo box. Okay, where is our combo box? Sorry, where were we working? Okay, here. So this is our combo box, and now we have to set by default value. Okay, self dot option dot set. Okay, and here I will set select option. Okay, select option. So this will by default, and then I have to set its layout, self dot option dot grid. Okay, I have to create it in our first row but in second column. Okay, and then pad x should 10 and pad y should 25 or 30. Okay, so now this was input field, sorry, combo box. Okay, so you can select roll number if you want to search a student on the basis of student roll number, or you can uh, choose name or subject. Okay, and then next I will use this second label. Okay, okay, okay. When we will uh, select option, then we have to insert a value. Okay, for example, you have selected roll number, then you have to insert roll number. Okay, so here this is option or value, because we have to insert a value for option. That's why this should val label. Okay, val label, this is also val label. Okay, and here it will return us a value. Okay, and also it will return us a value. Okay, so now this is in our second. Okay, and here I should use value. Okay, for example, this is name, then you will insert name value. If this is roll number, then you have to insert roll number value. Okay, and other things will remain same. Okay, so this will in our second row. Okay, and next we have to click OK button only. Okay, to search a student. So I will remove all other process from here, like subject and other things. Okay, so I will remove all these from here. Okay, now this is simply OK button, and here I will remove this function from here. I will leave this command property, but I will call new function. Okay, so here I will define a new function for searching. Okay, so here I will use def keyword, and then search function, and then self as a parameter, and here I will use a column. Okay, so now here I have to get this option and this value. Okay, option and value, and then here I have to use self. Okay, not self, I can create a global, sorry, local variable. First should option. Okay, opt, and then we have to get option from combo box, self dot option dot get. Okay, in this way we will get option, and then we have to get value. Okay, and self dot value. Okay, value dot get. Okay, so now as you know that this returns us value in string type. But if user selects roll number, then roll number is integer type. So here we have to set a condition that if option is equal to roll number. So here I will use if condition, okay, and then I have to use if opt is equal roll number, okay, is equal roll number. Then I have to convert it into integer, okay. So now it should our uh, int roll number or anything, okay, rno or only rn. Then here I have to use, sorry, here I have to use equal equal, okay. If is equal equal roll number, then here I have to convert it into integer, okay. Then call int function and then pass opt to it, and in this way it will be converted into integer, and then we will assign it to rn, okay. And here I will call our function, but first I will use try block, okay. Try and then accept, okay, accept, or I can copy this from here, okay. I will copy this from here, okay, and then I will paste it right here, okay. I will paste it here, okay. So if we have any problem, then we will easily understand it and then we will handle it, okay. Otherwise we will go inside our try block, okay, and here we will call our database function. So self dot database function, okay, db function, and here I will use, sorry, next I will go to next line, and here I will use self dot cursor dot execute, okay. So we have to execute a query. So what is the query? Select, okay, all from student where roll number is equal placeholder, sorry, here is equal placeholder, okay, and we will replace this placeholder with rn, okay, and then we will insert all this value in our uh, local list, that is row. You can use different name for this row, okay, and then we will fetch this from database, okay. Self dot cursor dot fetch 1, because student roll number is unique, then we can retrieve only single row, okay. And then here I will use self dot table dot delete. We will delete previous information, okay. And here I will use direct self dot table dot uh, get children, okay. We will get all information from here and then we will delete it, and we have to insert new values, okay. Self dot table dot delete, sorry, insert, we have to insert, okay. And we will insert empty space first, then tk dot end, we will get last value, and after that last value we will insert new values using values property, okay, and then row, okay. And after this we will destroy our frame, okay. So here we have to call the function self, okay, dot destroy frame, okay, destroy add frame, okay. So this is in case if option is equal to roll number, otherwise we have to use else. So here I will use else, okay, use here else in the same column, okay. Else, here we have to get use this option, okay, val, okay, sorry, I have to convert val, not option. Sorry, this was my mistake. Here I have to use val. This is the variable that contains roll number. Okay. If option is equal roll number, then we have to convert our value into integer. Okay. Now this is fine. Here you have to pass val instead of option. Okay, and here we are inside our else. Okay, else if it is other value uh, rather than roll number, then we can use here. Okay, we have called this database function, but here we have to call it again. Okay, so here we will use try block and then accept block. Okay, here I will copy this from here. Okay, and then I will paste it here. And now inside this try block I will use or I will call database function self dot db function. Okay, and then here I will use self dot cursor. Okay, self dot cursor dot execute. Now I have to execute query where, so we have to select all from student table, where now here I have to use this column name. Okay, sorry, option name. So we can deal this query in formatting string in a better way. Okay, so we should use formatting string. So here I will use query. Okay, and then here I will type query using formatting string that select all from student. Okay, where now here I can use variable value. We cannot use variable value here inside this query, but here we can use variable value. Okay, so this is option. Okay, option. So where option is equal. Okay, so here we have to use value, and that should our placeholder. Okay, and then here I have to use we have to select all from student where option is equal placeholder, and here we have to use comma, but we will use this here. Okay, I will remove this from here. Okay, and here I will use query. So this is our query, and then I will pass variable that contains value. Okay, so here I will pass that in val. Okay, so now select all from student where option can student name or student subject is equal placeholder, and we are replacing this placeholder with this value variable. Okay, and next here we have to print or we have to retrieve this information in a list. Okay, so I will declare list with name data and self dot cursor dot fetch all. Now we have to fetch all rows, because if we are searching on the basis of subject, then uh, it can return us more than one rows. Okay, so here we have to use or we have to call our table. Okay, self dot table dot delete. First we have to delete previous information. Self dot table dot get all children. Okay, and now I have to use formatting string, but first, sorry, I will use for loop. Okay, for I in data. So we will assign first row to I in first iteration, and then second row to I in second iteration. Okay, and here I will use self dot table dot insert, and here I will insert first empty column, sorry, space, and then I will retrieve last value. Okay, then I will assign I to values property. Okay, and then we will close our connection. Okay, out of the for loop. So self dot connection dot close, here we have to close it. Okay, so previous we were closing it here, sorry, here we should close it here also. Okay, so here I will close it. Okay, self dot close, sorry, connection dot close. Okay, and when here we will close the connection, or before closing the connection we have to call our destroy function to destroy our frame. Okay, so self dot destroy add. Okay, so now I have to call this function when our enter button will be clicked. Okay, so this is search button, search function, and I have to call it here. Okay, so search self dot search function. Okay, self dot search function. Okay, and now I have to call this search frame function when our search button will be clicked. Okay, where is our main search button? This is our search button. So here use command property. Okay, and then self dot search frame function. Okay, and then use a comma, search frame function. Now I will save it and then I will execute it. So now I have to search a student. Okay, so I will click search button and here I have to select option. Okay, so here I can choose a roll number, name and subject. Okay, so I will choose a roll number. Okay, so here I will enter roll number 101. I will click enter key and now here you can see 101, name is John, father name is David, and its subject is English, grade is E. Okay, and now I can search one more student on the basis of name. Okay, search, and here I will select option name. Okay, and here I will enter Smith. Okay, Smith, I will click enter. So this is 102 and this is Smith and Peter and other information is here. Okay, and now we can also search it on the basis of subject. Okay, I will choose subject and here I will type English. Okay, I will click enter key. Now this is John with subject English. Okay, but what will happen if we have more than one students in our database with the same subject? Okay, I will add a student. So here roll number 103. Okay, name I can add any name. For example, I can Rocky. Okay, Rocky with name John, father name, and subject I am choosing one more time English and grade should be. I will click enter. Now this student is registered successfully. Now this is information of this Rocky. Okay, so now I have to search on the basis of subject. Okay, search button is clicked and now I have to select one option. So here I will use subject and here I will type English. Okay, and I will click enter and now here you can see these are two students. Okay, one is 101, second is 103, and they have the same subject English. Okay, so here this is information of two students. Okay, so now this is enough, and next we have to make functional our update record button. Okay, so I will close this and also I will close this. Okay, and now I have to call the function, sorry, I have to define the function. Okay, so here I will define a function, and don't worry about this long code. I will provide you a source code of this project and it will free of source. Okay, open source. So here I will use def and then I will use update frame. Okay, upd update frame function, and then I will pass self as a parameter and I will go next. Okay, so now here I have to choose option. Okay, so now here I can copy code from here from add frame. Okay, add frame function, I will copy this code. Okay, add frame function, and now After copying it, I will paste it inside our new created function, that is update frame function. I will paste it here. Okay. So now what is this? Self dot add. Okay. Okay. I have to set its position. Now everything is fine. Okay. This is our add frame function, and next here I have to change some values. Okay. Here I have to search on the basis of roll number, because roll number is unique. So we cannot use any other option, because a student can uh, with same subject. Okay, more than one student can with same subject, and if we have to make changes in single student, but we are searching that student on the basis of subject, then this changes will apply to all the students with same subject. Okay, so we cannot take this risk. We have to search student on the basis of roll number only. Okay, and here I have to make some changes. So here we will enter value, that what do you want to change uh, in your information or record. Okay, so here I have to provide option. Okay, I think I should copy code from our search function. Okay, search frame function, not from here. So I will use I will remove it from here. Okay, and now I will copy code of this frame from search frame function. Okay, so this is very similar to our next frame. Okay, I will copy this from here, and then I will paste it right here in update frame function. Okay, I will paste it here. So now here other things will remain same, only here I have to select an option, but we will remove roll number from here. We cannot change roll number. Okay, and we can update name. Okay, and subject and our grade. Okay, so here I will use grade in the last. Okay, so we can update name, subject and grade. Okay, so we can choose this option, and other things will remain same. Okay, so next we have to get new value. Okay, for example, we have to update the name, then we have to get new value. So this will new value, and here I will use new value. Okay, new value. So here we have to insert new value for this option. Okay, and other things will remain same, but we have to get roll number of student where we have to make changes. So I will copy this code from here. Okay, and then I will paste it here. Okay, and then here I have to make changes. For example, this was valuable. Here I have to get roll number. Okay, because I have to search the student on the basis of roll number to update record of student. Okay, so this is roll number label, and here this is roll number. Okay, roll number, sorry, roll number. Here I have to insert roll number of student, and then this is input field. Here I will get roll number. Okay, roll number, sorry, this roll number is also already existing. Okay, so here I will use self dot rn. I think, okay, roll, I think roll is enough. Okay, and then also here use self dot roll. Okay, and then here we are getting roll number, and here we will get new value. So here I will use 2, and also here I will use 2 for third. Okay, and then here I will change row number from here, so it should our fourth. Okay, and here I should change it also from here. Okay, it should fourth or third. Okay, it should third here. And now this is perfect. I have to increase size of this frame, so I will distract 300 from total height. Okay, so now this is our variable. Here we will get value, and here we will select option. Okay, or even I think we should get roll number after it. Okay, so I will cut it from here. Okay, and now I will paste it here. Yes, this is better. We have to get this roll number after getting new value. Okay, and now I have to change row number only. Okay, so this should 1, this also should 1, and this should 2. Okay, and also this should 2, and this should 3. Okay, now this is perfect. Okay, so next I have to call this function when our update record button will be clicked. But next I have to remove this function call from here, and I will define a new function. Okay, so here I will define new function. So this is update function, and here I will use self. Okay, and now I will get option. Okay, where is our option, new value, and roll number. Okay, I have to get these values from user. So self here I will declare a local variable first for option. Okay, then self dot option dot get. Okay, and next here I will use this should our value. Okay, so self dot value dot get. Okay, this is value or yes, this is value. And then here I should declare one more for roll number. Okay, r, and then self dot here I have to convert it into integer. Okay, so I will use here rn for roll number, or rno. Okay, rno, and then here I will use I will call int function first. Okay, then self dot rn. Okay, I think this is roll. Okay, sorry, roll only, roll. Okay, dot get, and in this way we will get roll number, and then we will convert into integer, and we will assign it to rno variable. Okay, so now here I will use try block. Okay, so use try block, and then here I will use accept block. Okay, accept, or I can copy this from here. This is our accept block. I will copy it after selecting, and then I will paste it right here. Okay, so I will paste it here. Now this is enough, and inside this here I have to select option. I have get an option, and now I have to call database function self dot db function. Okay, and then here I will use database function, and then self dot sorry self dot cursor. Okay, dot execute. Okay, execute, and we have to execute query. First we will write query. Okay, query, and by using formatting string I will type here update. Okay, we have to update our table, and update student. Okay, student, and we have to set, option opt. For example, if user wants to set name, then here name will be assigned. Okay, where option is equal placeholder. Okay, and then where clause, where roll number is equal placeholder. Okay, so now I have to use query here. So query, this is our query, and then I have to pass values in tuple. First is our val. Okay, new value for this. Okay, and then second is roll number in RNO variable. Okay, and then I have to commit it. Self dot connection dot commit. We have to commit it, and next here I have to print message that operation was successful. Okay, so self sorry tk dot message box dot show info. Okay, show info, and then I have to print a title that is success. Okay, sorry, where is success, and here we have to use formatting string. Okay, so record. Okay, record is updated. Okay, for student with roll number, with roll sorry roll sorry roll number, and here I have to use RNO variable. Okay, so now query, this is formatting string is like that. Record is updated for student with roll number RNO. Okay, so now we have to retrieve this new record from database. So here I will use one more query. Okay, here self. Okay, dot, and also here we have to destroy our frame. So I will call self dot destroy add. Okay, and then in the next line here I have to use self dot cursor dot execute. Now I have to select all information because now this is updated for this specific student with this roll number. Okay, so here I have to execute query select all from student where roll number is equal placeholder, and now I have to replace this placeholder with RNO. Okay, because this contains a value of roll number. Okay, so now we have to fetch it in a local list that is with name row and self dot cursor dot fetch one. It will return us only single row. Okay, fetch one. Now we have to call self dot table dot delete. We will delete previous information, and then we will delete all. Okay, all children from table dot get children. Okay, and next I have to insert this new value in our table self dot table dot insert. Okay, and then empty space and last position, and after last position we will assign this row to values property. Okay, and then we have to close the connection. So here self dot connection dot close. Okay, so in this way we will handle it. Okay, and we can also do one more thing, that if this roll number is not existed, then we can print message that this is invalid roll number. Okay, so this process will long. I think I should skip it, but you can use it. For example, here you can select, okay, uh, roll number, and then you can compare with that roll number in database with user entered. If it match, then okay, otherwise you can print message that this roll number does not exist. Okay, so when we are using this try and exception block, then also we can easily understand that what was the problem. Okay, so now we have to call this function here. Okay, here we have to call the function self dot upd function. Okay, and then we have to call this upd frame function when our update button will be clicked. Okay, so where is our option frame? This is option frame, and here, okay, here update. Here I have to use command property, and then I have to call self dot update frame function, and then use comma. I will save it, and then I will execute it. Okay, so first I will search a student, okay, on the basis of roll number 101. Okay, I will click enter, and here you can see its subject is English. Now I will change this English. Okay, so here I have to update the record, and here I have to select one thing, that is subject. Okay, and then here I have to enter new value. So near new value I will enter physics. Okay, and now I will enter roll number 101, and I will click enter. Error, table record student does not sorry, here we have problem in our query. Okay, what is the problem? We will handle it. Okay, update, in update, so where is our update function? So here this is update frame, and this is our update function, and this is our mistake student. Okay, and now this is perfect. I will save it, and then I will execute it once again. Okay, so I will execute it, and here this is benefit of using try and accept block. Okay, otherwise it was very difficult to understand that what is the actual problem. Okay, now I will click update, and here I will choose the subject, and new subject should physics. Okay, and here I will enter roll number 101. I will click enter, and now record is updated for student with roll number 101. I will click OK. Now we will see that what is new subject. Previous subject was English, now this is our physics. And in the same way we can update our grade. Okay, for example, here I want to assign C. So here I will click update record, select option, I have to update grade, new grade should see, and roll number 101. I will click enter. Now this is also updated successfully. I will click OK. Now here you can see grade is C. Now this is new grade. Okay. So next I have to make functional this show all button. Okay, so I will close this, and also I will close this. Okay, so here I have to define new function. Okay, so here I have to use def keyword. Okay, and this is show all function, and here I will use self as a parameter. I will go next. Okay, and here I have to use try block, and then accept block. Okay, this is very necessary to use. Okay, and I can copy this from here. Okay, and then I will paste it here. Okay, and then inside our try block I will call our database function. Okay, so self dot db function. Okay, and here I will use self dot cursor. Okay, dot execute. Now I have to access execute method, then I have to select, okay, all from student. Now it will select all rows from student table. Okay, so here I have to get this information in our data row, sorry, data uh, list. Okay, this is data, you can use any other name for list. Okay, so self dot cursor dot fetch all, because it will return us more than one rows. Okay, and now here I have to call self dot delete, sorry, table. Okay, table dot delete, we will delete previous values, and here delete all from table. Okay, self dot table dot get children. Okay, and then we have to use for loop. So here I have to use for I and in data. So it will assign first row in first iteration to I, and it will be printed. Okay, so we have to print it by using self dot table dot insert. Okay, and first is empty space, and then last value tk dot end, and then values, and I will assign I. Okay, so in first iteration it will assign first value or first row to I. Okay, so then in first iteration it will print first row. In second iteration it will assign its second row to I, and in second iteration it will print second uh, row. Okay, in table. So now out of the for loop I have to close the connection. Okay, self dot con dot close. Okay, so we have to close the connection, and we have to call this show all function when our show all button will be clicked in our option frame. Okay, so where is our option frame? I will see opt frame tab function. Okay, this is option frame, and this is show all. Here I have to use command property, and then I will call self dot show all. Okay, then use comma. I will save it, and then I will execute it to show you output. So now I will click show all button. Okay, now here we have 3 students, and this is all information of all students. Okay, so this is the information of all existing students. Now in the last we have to make functional this remove student button. Okay, so I will close this. Okay, and also I will close this, and here I have to define a function. Okay, and then okay, in the last, this is very long code, but I will provide you source code of this project. Okay, so define frame. So now this is del frame function. Okay, so next I will pass self as an argument, and I will go next. Okay, and here I will make a space. Okay, so here I have to copy code from here. Okay, I will copy this code, or I can copy from add frame function. Okay, because now we have not to use any option. So here I will copy this code from here, and I will remove extra code. Okay, I have copied, and now I have to paste it right here. Okay, and now I need only a roll number of student. Okay, and then okay, only roll number of student, and then information of this student will be removed from here, and I will remove other code from here. Okay, only I will keep our roll number option. Okay, so I will remove all this from here. Okay, so now I have to change row number. Here I have to use 1. Okay, and I will decrease the height of our frame. So here I will distract 400 from total height. Okay, so now only we have to get a roll number from user, and then we will delete information of that student whose roll number is inserted. Okay, so next I will remove this function from here. Okay, and then I will go to next. Okay, and here I have to use def keyword, and then del function. Okay, self as a parameter, and I will go next, and now here I have to get this roll number. Okay, so rno, and then I will get roll number self dot roll number. I think this is the variable or object roll numbers. Yes, but first I have to convert it into integer. So I will call int function, and then self dot roll in roll number, okay, dot get. Then we will convert it into integer and we will assign it to this local variable. And next here I will use try block, okay, try, and then except block, okay. So here I will call or copy this code from here, okay, and then I will paste it right here. Where is try and here, okay. And now I have pasted, and next inside this try block I have to call database function, that is self.db function, okay. And next I have to execute a query, self.cursor.execute, okay. And here I have to use this was execute, and then I have to execute query, okay. Delete from student table where roll number is equal placeholder, and we will replace this placeholder with rno variable that contains roll number of student, okay. So delete from student where roll number is equal placeholder, and when roll number will be inserted, so information of that student will be removed from this table, okay. And here I will use uh, commit method, because we are making some changes in database, then we have to commit it, okay. Self dot connection dot commit, okay. And then I will go next, and here I will print message that student is removed from database, okay. So tk dot message box dot show info, okay. And here success is our title, and then here I will use formatting string, okay. And here student with roll number, okay, with roll number, and here we will print roll number by using this curly braces, and inside this curly braces I have to use rno variable that is carrying roll number, okay. So next I have to close the connection with database, so self dot connection dot close, okay. So now this is successfully closed, okay. Now we have to call this function right here, that is self dot del function, okay, del function, and then comma. Now I will save it and then I will execute it, okay. So now I have to remove a student, so here I will click remove student, but sorry, I have to call it when this button will be clicked. I will close this, and also I will close this, and I have to call this function, that is del frame function, okay. I have to call it here, okay. Where is del button? Here I have to call the function, okay, by using command property and self dot uh, del frame function, okay, and then use comma. Now save it and then execute, and now I will click this remove button, and only I have to enter roll number of student. I will remove 102. I will click enter, and now student with roll number 102 is removed. I have to add it, okay, okay, but I have to destroy the frame also, okay. I will close this, and also I will close this, and here I have to type full message that, okay, student with roll number is removed, okay, is removed, okay. So this message will be printed, and then here I have to call destroy frame function, self dot destroy add frame, okay. So now I will save it once again, and then I will execute it, okay. Now I have to remove one student whose roll number is 101. I will click enter. Student with roll number 101 is removed. I will click OK. Our frame is also removed, and now I have to show all students. No, we have only single student in our database. So I will click show all, and here this is a single student. Okay, I can test it completely by adding new student. So here I will add new student. Here I will add 101 name. I will add David, father name uh, John. Okay, and subject I will add English. Okay, English, and grade is A. Okay, I will click enter key. Student is registered successfully. 101 David John, English, and grade is A. Okay, now I will add one more student. 102. Okay, name, here I can set John. Okay, John, father name Smith. Okay, and subject, here I will assign computer. Okay, and grade B. I will click enter. This student is also registered. Okay, so now I have to update grade of our first student, but first I have to search a student. Okay, select option, and here select name. Okay, and here enter name. I will enter David. Okay, I will click enter, and now this is David 101, and John, father name English, and grade is A. I will update grade of this student. This is A. I will set it D. Okay, I will update the record, and here choose. I will choose the grade, and enter new value. I will enter new value D, roll number 101. I will click enter. Now the record is updated for roll number 101. I will click OK. Now this is D. Okay. Now I have to show all the students. I will click show all, and here you can see John, and this is also John and Smith. Sorry, fathers are John. Yes, father name. Okay. And here Rocky, David, and John. These are three students, and these are their informations. Okay. And then we have to remove John from here. Okay, I will remove this John. Okay, so I will remove this and enter roll number 102. I will click enter. So student with roll number 102 is removed. I will click OK, and now I will show all. Okay, I have to show all, and here you can see this is 103 and 101, and our 102 is removed from here. Okay, so this was all about student record management system in Python Tkinter with MySQL database. I hope this video will be very helpful and easy to understand for you. If you like the video, then please share with your friends and class fellows. And if you have not subscribed our YouTube channel, then please subscribe our YouTube channel right now. Thank you.